I was hoping that the minister will give us a firm date on when the dual loop services can be fully resumed. So maybe my first question for the minister is whether can he give us a clearer timeline instead of just saying coming months. Secondly, with the resumption of the dual loop services in the coming months, of course, and also with the adding on of the new train cars into the system, I would like to ask the minister whether would that improve the overall stability of the system or it can pose more risk. And then if indeed there could be more risk, how can LTA and SMRT better prepare for this very critical phase and also to reduce any inconveniences to our commuters? Should there be any disruption?
Mr. Speaker, I thank Mr. Liang for raising these important questions. If I could give him a more specific date, I would be happy to do so. But I think it's important for us to monitor the progress closely, and along the way, we will certainly provide updates to Mr. Liang and to the other grassroots advisors while looking after the Bukit Panjang area. The commitment I want to give to Mr. Liang and to the House is that we will do our best to expedite the upgrading works, but we want to do so in a manner which is safe and that is safe for the workers and also safe for commuters. So we will do our best. Mr. Liang also asked about the services and the reliability during this period. And indeed, this upgrading journey has been a long one, and it involves bringing in new trains, upgrading existing trains, as well as upgrading all the BPLRT core systems, such as power and signaling. And because it is done on multiple fronts, we need to make sure that this is done safely, and to make it even more challenging because you have to run the BPLRT services during the operating hours or the revenue hours. We could only do some of the maintenance and some of these works during the engineering hours. So that's why we seek the understanding of our residents and commuters that we will need to have early closure during this period to give more time for the upgrading works to be completed. I want to also assure Mr. Liang that commuter safety is a top priority, and that's why we want to plan the renewal works very carefully and to cater for thorough and comprehensive testing. And we will certainly try to do so with minimal impact on the existing BPLRT operations so that the renewed BPLRT system will become even better and the rides will be more reliable, smoother, more comfortable for commuters. During the early closure, we will also put up information, such as posters at the affected stations to inform commuters of the service adjustments. And there will be PA announcements in the stations and trains to remind passengers to make alternative travel arrangements if needed. And to Mr. Liang's other question, we will certainly do our best to ensure that the testing and the integration works can proceed smoothly and as planned. And if, touch wood, we were to experience any disruptions during this period, we will certainly do our best to respond quickly and effectively. The rail operators have in place robust response plans in the event of a service disruption. And this includes the incident recovery procedures, as well as the provision of alternative transportation options, such as free bus that will serve the journey between the affected stations. And we will certainly take on board the learning points from past incidents, and also when we do exercises and reviews that can help LTA and our operators to be able to make continual improvements to our incident response plans. And this will include the timeliness and clarity of our public announcements in the event of a disruption, and also how we can better manage the crowd that will be affected during the disruptions. So I want to end by saying that while I'm unable to give Mr. Liang a more definite date at this point in time. The assurance I want to give him is that we will do our best not to delay this further, but we will also want to do it in a thorough manner for safety and for reliability. And we are grateful to commuters and to residents for their kind understanding and their patience during this period, because our end outcome is something that I hope will lead to a more reliable, safer, and more comfortable ride for our commuters.